Yo, what it do? It's your boy KV.
It's Daryl.
Yeah, man. Welcome to another episode of K&DSPORTS. Man, we about to have some fun today.
Debate.
Yeah, man. Today's gonna be nothing but a straight debate episode. But first, Daryl got something he wanna say.
I gotta tell the truth. The best player in the NBA. I thought it was LeBron, but nah, man. LeBron's time has passed. He's the past. It's the future. It's the present.
The present.
It's Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
Tell me why you think so.
Well, the one knock, I had multiple knocks against Kawhi, but one of the knocks I had against him was that he wasn't, a good enough playmaker, because he didn't average enough assists,
right.
Or whatever. But came back this year, and, the absence of a true point guard on the Clippers, because Patrick Beverly's just 3-and-D. But without a real point guard, Kawhi stepped up and he's averaging 5 assists a game. That's pretty, impressive. Would you say that Kobe was a playmaker?
Definitely.
Kobe averaged 4.6 assists for his career. Kawhi averaged 5 this year, so playmaker.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stop with all the, he didn't really beat the Warriors noise. Because, look, let's be honest. In 2017, that first game with the Spurs in the conference finals, Kawhi was giving them the work.
He was.
The same exact way he was giving them the work in the finals this year. And I know they didn't have Kevin Durant, but they had Kevin Durant then.
Yeah.
And look, they had no answer until Zaza, stepped on, the ankle, and then he was out for the rest of the playoffs. But Kawhi's a beast. I'm going to stop hating because, he didn't come to the Lakers and because he's on the Clippers or whatever. But he's fundamentally sound, He got the mid-range game like Kobe, like Jordan, So.
And that's probably...
Plays both ends of the court, offense, defense, elite. Defense player of the year, I think, twice?
Yeah.
So all that's left is an MVP. And Kawhi is cemented in the legends.
I can agree with him on more aspects than none, because Kawhi Leonard,
I like that.
More aspects than none, because Kawhi Leonard he's a beast, bro. And one thing that I love about him is the fact that he's not like crazy with it. He's just very basic. Yeah. He's like a basic player. It's like you ain't gotta worry about him doing too much. Like, he's just going to just play. And even when he dunks on people, even though it might not be nothing crazy, he still dunk on them.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why people don't notice it as much, because he's not LeBron, boom, or doing
he's even playing basic.
Not even the chase down blocks.
Nah, it's just very basic.
Just you up.
He's just playing like basic basketball, and people overlook that type of stuff because he's not being all flashy. And honestly, I respect him as a player because even though he's not flashy, he still gets the job done.
He gets the job done.
Because at the end of the day, you can be as flashy as you want, but if you ain't got nothing to show for it, like defense, championships, what you got?
Right, man. So I'm gonna come clean. It's Kawhi. LeBron, he's still
reigning with your time.
Still beast, but offensively, that in between game, like, you don't got that.
I've always said LeBron can't shoot, but he can shoot. But it's just
there's a lot of myths about LeBron that should probably be busted, but the fact that he can't shoot is actually one of the dumbest ones.
I just like to say he can't shoot.
It's like it's a tired old adage, as people would say. Like,
Yeah.
it's old and it's outdated and it's just not facts. Because now,
Yeah.
come on now.
Yeah, he's really shooting now. Because, I mean, as you get older, you have to evolve your game. It has to change over time. Because he's not. Because, I mean, he's not going to jump. Because he's not going to. I mean, he'll still dunk on you. But after a while, his like the age is going to catch up with him. So he has to change it up.
Dunk on Nurkic in Portland? My God.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I like the first dunk, like, versus the Kings. I forgot who it was on. It was on the center, but he dunked on him hard. It was at the beginning of, like, I think the first season he played with the Lakers, but I mean, but you know, another interesting player is actually Kevin Durant. I mean, we could talk about him all day, but we just gonna talk to him about him for a few minutes.
Kevin Durant. What is there to say about him? What is there not to say about him? Very emotional player.
Very.
He wants to be known as the best player in the NBA. And even though the last segment I said that it's Kawhi, I mean, there's a legitimate case for KD.
I personally think he's not. I say second best, but not first best.
Second best. So on your list, you would have Kawhi. Wait, who would you have for your top three?
Top three?
Yeah. If KD's two.
Well, I'm sorry. I'd probably put him at three because I think, because I would probably, just based on your thing, Kawhi, LeBron, Kevin.
Kawhi, LeBron, Kevin.
Yeah. I mean, I respect KD. I just don't. Huh?
KLK?
Yeah. I mean, I respect KD, but I didn't respect his move.
His move
to the Warriors.
The Warriors.
And it's not even, but here's the thing, even though I don't respect his move, I did respect the fact that he did, like, pull his weight on the team.
I actually find it interesting that Kyrie and Kevin Durant joined forces.
I do find that interesting.
The reason I find it interesting is because they both come from situations where people don't necessarily give them credit for the championship success that they both achieved. For instance, no one really talks about the fact that Kyrie hit the biggest shot of that entire
in
series.
2016.
Like, they don't talk about the fact that once he started, going off, that's when the series changed. I mean, people will say LeBron. I mean, LeBron is obviously great. I mean, he's great. But it's like, sometimes I feel like other people get lost in it, and we don't give other people credit. So it's like, Kyrie hit the biggest shot of the entire final. He basically hit the series winner. And
I'm going to say this because during those last 3 minutes, he was the only one who had scored for, like, pretty much the rest of that game, up until probably, like, the last minute. And then, LeBron with the miss, and then he stopped, and then Kevin Love with the stop. That was pretty much the whole game. I think the last time they had scored was at the free throw line.
I don't recall because it was a lot going on.
Yeah, but
that was crazy.
But Kyrie Irving's shot was the biggest shot of the game, and a lot of people don't talk about it.
And it's like, LeBron gets the love, but it's like, as great as LeBron was, they don't win that if Kyrie don't hit that shot over Curry.
That's arguable. So
it's like, okay, you got Kyrie, who's not getting, his credit. And then you got Kevin Durant, who everyone is like, he joined the Warriors, he didn't really win those championships or whatever. They were the easiest championships of all time, which, I mean, you can make cases for that. At the same time, Kevin Durant was the difference in those finals or whatever. In 2016, the Warriors were up 3-1, but they didn't get the job done. Whatever. 2017 comes, and the Cavaliers just can't do nothing with the Warriors. They get them 4-1. And then the next year they get swept.
That was crazy.
So it's like
they got swept. I was really surprised.
Kevin Durant comes up the court, pops that, those threes over LeBron, both series.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant won Finals MVP in both series.
Yeah.
People said Kevin Durant isn't a playmaker. Kevin Durant averages like 5 assists a game or something like that. Then you got Kevin Durant don't play defense. Kevin Durant is playing defense, locking up, you know.
There's a lot of
shots.
excuses that are made for Kevin Durant.
You know, so it's like people kind of bash on his greatness now because of the Warriors. So like, it's interesting. I feel like now that those two are together, like when they get on the court, they're gonna wreck the league. Like,
yeah, that's what
LeBron, you better get this championship this year, because next year and the year after that, the Nets are coming.
I respect KD a lot more if he gets a championship with Brooklyn. The only reason why I don't respect him with the Warriors is because, you know, just the fact of him going to the Warriors. Now, had he went somewhere like San Antonio, I would have been okay. But it was just a simple fact, like, dude, you were up 3-1 in the 2016 Western Conference Finals. And then you literally blew every single game after that.
Would you still call Kevin Durant's move to the Warriors the weakest move if they hadn't won a single championship?
Yeah.
You would still call it the weakest move?
Yeah, because he went to a team that beat him. It's just a simple fact. It's like, you can't, I look at it as like, if you can't beat them, join them.
How come nobody talks about Ray Allen?
Ray Allen? You talking about going to the Heat?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I know he was a superstar, but I mean, that was a snake move too, if you ask me. I mean, they just lost to them too.
But he's coming on as a role player.
It doesn't matter. Why it matters? Because he's a superstar?
That's pretty much it. I mean, because like we said before, you know, Dennis Rodman, you know, going from the Pistons to the Bulls.
Yeah. So why, you know, what's up with that?
I mean, it's
different strokes for different folks.
It's just, if now they were like top tier, like superstar, like you expect more from those type of players. I think that's what it is.
Okay. So Kevin Durant's move to the Warriors was the weakest move by a superstar. Okay. I guess, you know, guess so. Because, I mean, no one else has really done that before. Nope.
Nah. I mean, it's like, because you look at, because I even think about this, like the super team thing all happened because of one guy, and that's Kobe. Let's be honest.
What's up?
The Celtics formed to beat Kobe. And because LeBron couldn't get past the Celtics, they formed the Heat.
I don't really think the Celtics was formed to beat Kobe. I feel like they just formed to come together.
Come on. Paul Pierce knew he needed a team.
I mean, yeah, they wanted to win a championship.
Yeah, and then but Kobe was the big dog at that point.
But at that time, Kobe's team hadn't been to the finals yet.
That's true, and that was also his MVP year too.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, a lot of that stuff is arguable though.
Yeah.
But, and it's like, what can you really do? Like try to prove it by playing 2K or EA Sports? Like, what you gonna do?
NBA Live? You mean not EA Sports?
Yeah, NBA Live or NBA 2K. I mean, I play both, but there's one that I prefer, and that's NBA Live. But we ain't gonna get into that yet. Give me a minute.
Interesting.
You know, one thing we love to do, we love to play 2K.
Love to play some 2K.
Yeah, man. And then sometimes we play live too. It was a few times we played live.
Man, that little, you know, what's that stuff called? Summer Circuit stuff?
Yeah, Summer Circuit. I think that was Live 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Dame on the cover?
Yeah, that was Dame on the cover. But overall, I would say that Live has had a pretty better run, in my opinion.
A better run?
A better run.
How?
Like overall, they've had a better run.
Overall?
Yes. Like if you go back from just like when they started and just how they evolved, I feel like they're the better game. Simply because of just like the presentation. Like it looks exactly like a real game.
That's true.
But the one thing I will say is that the gameplay does need to be tweaked now. But as far as like overall, they've definitely, I feel like they're the better game.
You tripping.
What?
You tripping.
What?
I feel like the only Live that's legitimately been better than 2K is Live 10.
Live 10?
And maybe Live 05 or Live 08. So 05, 08, and 10 probably are better. And probably up until Live 04, Live had it. But like 2K, like it's better. It's not even, I can't believe this is really a debate. Because like, I mean,
I love 2K.
It's one of those, this feels like a past debate. Like this debate would have been relevant 9 years ago in 2010.
I agree with that.
We were in high school. But now like it's no competition. I mean, it's competition because I guess if you want to try and test the big dog, you can try.
I feel like the problem is that like EA Sports, they don't really take time with it now. And then not only that, they've skipped years. Like 12, 13.
You can't skip
12
years.
and 13, they just didn't stop. That's big.
11, 12.
Yeah, 11,
13,
12, and 13, they skipped. And
20.
And 20, yeah, exactly. And you guys can't skip, so that's why 2K's ahead.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, 2K11 really just... Actually, 2K10, I had fun with that game.
I did too. Now, don't get it twisted. I love 2K, but I feel like Live is overall the better game.
But 2K11, there's nothing to even talk about. Like, the Jordan on the cover, my player endorsements, press conferences, what else happened? Like the Jordan challenge, all the Jordan shoes, the Jordan teams.
That was definitely
the classic teams. Like,
then you can put them on any team in the NBA, I think.
So we're gonna give 2K the check on that one. No questions asked.
Okay,
then 2K14 versus Live 14. We're giving 2K the
I'll
edge
give it a 2K.
because the graphics on the PS4 were ridiculous. And to be honest, 2K has never looked better since 2K14. And that's honestly sad. Because 2K14 looks so much better than the game now. Like, go back and look and see it. Like, the lighting, the player models, it's different. It feels different than all the games now.
And it was their first one for next gen. Mm-hmm. And then
I would go back and play it, but in a rage one night playing Park, no.
Now how you feel about 2K15 and Live 15? I'm giving it to 15. I'm giving it to 2K15.
I was about to say, because you can't give it to the same year.
I'm giving it to 2K15.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, I'm giving it to 2K15 simply because we play a lot that year.
Dude, I was at Winston State.
We played that.
I'll be honest. I was my freshman year. I stayed in my dorm room all the time.
We stayed on that game, bro.
And I was playing Park with this dude. Like, he was going crazy. Like, I'm talking about early into the morning.
Yeah, that was...
Like, you come home from work, school. All right, send me party invite.
Exactly. Like, hey, you want?
Go get Cash, go get Butter, go get CJ, go get Cobra. Like, we about to play.
Exactly. That was our squad, We was running deep that year.
We was running deep that year. CJ, E-Man. Like, that's the second team.
Yeah.
Like, we got a first and a second team.
Exactly. That's how deep 2K15 was.
Yeah.
And then I feel like, with 2K, I feel like the problem that they had was just like the cheese.
Yeah. It's a lot of cheese in 2K.
The cheese, man. And that's the biggest reason why I feel like 2K is not the better game. I feel like in a lot of places they're really unrealistic versus live, where you have to know how to play. You gotta know how to play live.
That's true.
And I use this analogy. I said I look at it as like Apple and Android. Like Apple is being 2K, where it's like user friendly and it's kind of easy to play. Anybody can play 2K, if I'm being completely honest. Especially if you go all the way back to like one of my favorites on the PS2, 2K7. When I was like playing with Allen Iverson, I could pull up from half court almost. I'm so really serious. I could literally pull up from half court and shoot. And then, right, and then versus like Android, where a lot of people like consider it to be like a hard device to use, where you kind of like have to go through a lot of things, and then there's like a lot of things you got to learn about it.
I just want to say something about Android, by the way.
What?
I'll put you on.
First of all, I was already an Android. Before that, I was
team iPhone.
I
got the Galaxy S5.
Okay,
this dude
wait a minute. I had an
back.
Android before I had an iPhone.
Turned back.
I had an Android before I had an iPhone.
But
then I got an iPhone.
Back to team.
That's a whole other story.
Because of the kid, I put him on, and this man just switched back to team iPhone. Matter of fact, this was 2014. It's 2014. So from 2014 up until what, last year?
Yeah, I was Team Galaxy.
Team Galaxy.
So I can speak on both sides. Man. So, and like I said, like people think that Android is a little bit harder to use, and so
it's better.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, it's better. So like from my point, like live is a little bit. Like from my point, like live is a little bit harder to play, but it's better if you actually know what you're doing.
I'll say this: if you really in the mood to like legitimately play basketball and you want to take your time, live is the game to play.
Exactly. But if you're just trying to like just pull up and shoot, that's like 2K.
But there's also beauty in live because it's like it's be funky junky sometimes, but like if you slow the game down, like look at the replays, like they actually are doing like real stuff, and it's beautiful. Honestly.
Exactly. Like if you really go back and you just like look, it's like an actual game.
I think it was it live 14 or live 15? I was playing with LeBron and I was like running the pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
And
might have been 15. Might have been 15.
And like the way he was passing the ball in the double teams, like, you know, like doing a smooth little bounce pass, or, you know, like a nice little, like,
overhead.
It felt like I was really running the pick and roll.
Yeah, because it's really that smooth sometimes.
Now in 2K, like, I've never run a pick and roll and felt like, you know.
It's so forced.
It's like, but then you don't even, like, really do it. It's better on live.
In my opinion, yeah.
But like live just don't put the effort into the game, so.
But like if they do put the effort in.
But you also gotta say this about 2K.
What?
Okay, if 2K got TNT presentation,
I believe that would actually.
And then if they fixed a little bit of the, you know, funny stuff that goes on, it's not even a debate. I'm sorry.
If 2K made it more realistic, as far as like, you know, making people actually play, then yeah. But because 2K is like an arcade game.
I'll say this though, 2K has gotten better. They've made it harder.
Yeah, they have made it harder.
Because, I mean, I used to play a lot back in the day. I don't really play
harder.
As much now. But like, when the homie come over from work and we playing 2K and like, I gotta like really sit there and like,
you gotta know what you're doing.
Figure this mess out because, you know, before I could pick up the stick and, you know, I'm on your head, no questions asked. But now,
you gotta know what you're doing.
It's tougher to get on.
You gotta know what you're doing.
I got swept one night 4-0. I did. Oof. That was bad.
I mean,
I got it back.
You just gotta know what you're doing with it.
2-0 the other night, and they was both double digits, And I'm just saying, you know, I'm back on my game. So if anybody wants to try me, now's not the time.
We'll see.
Now's not the time.
We'll see. But yeah, I felt like my closing argument with that though, like live, if you guys just tweak your game, you guys can surpass 2K, bro.
I'll say if both of them tweak their game, it's gonna be a great thing for basketball fans.
Definitely. I definitely say that, yo.
So 2K, EA,
fix your game. Fix your game. But then we got one more thing to talk about.
We gotta talk about the king of the real basketball court.
Yeah. So if y'all watched our last episode, my man here said that he's unimpressed with LeBron's 3 championships. Or was it his 2 championships in Miami?
No, I'm unimpressed with all of them. Sorry.
He's unimpressed with all of them. Now,
I won't say all of them because the 2016 one was alright, but
so the ones in Miami, he's unimpressed with. So I just want to know, why are you unimpressed with his championships in Miami?
Cause like outside of the block and the last one, I don't really remember any of them. Like, they're memorable for other things than LeBron. Like, 2012, you know, that's his first one. I mean, we remember his post game more than we remember the series. Like, let's be honest. Like, when he was like, it's about...
Right.
So, like, we know that.
Yeah.
Okay, then the 2012 one, you know, Ray Allen saved their behind. I mean, he played good in Game 7, but Ray Allen hit that shot. Chris Bosh got the rebound. Ray Allen hit the shot.
I mean, LeBron had some key shots in that one, too.
I mean, yeah, but we remember it for
the Ray Allen shot.
For the Ray Allen shot. Then the Cleveland one, I mean, people talk about the block because I just feel like they're not giving Kyrie the respect that he deserves. But I mean, they came back down from 3-1.
Yeah.
Cool. Or whatever. Impressive.
But a lot of people say that's rigged.
Even though Game 5, Draymond Green should not have been suspended. Like,
it's still arguments that had he not been suspended, they would have won.
The series would have been over. They say that.
I still believe that.
And, I mean, there's a legitimate case for that. I mean, once you take a team out their flow, I mean, things change.
Yeah.
And the Cavaliers got a little bit of momentum. Kyrie started playing better, and they won the championship.
So yeah, there's some legitimate arguments there.
So I mean,
but I can't take away from LeBron's accomplishments as like for the championship though.
I'm not saying I don't want to take anything away from them.
But you just unimpressed.
But it's just like, okay.
You just never seen him, I guess, hit a game-winning shot, maybe?
I never saw him really have to try.
Because he's always had, like, the team around him, I guess.
Because outside of Game 6 in Boston in 2012, the East is the weakest conference by far. By far. Like, it's not even close. They was running through teams in the playoffs. Like, you're cakewalking to the finals. I mean, of course you're going to go to 8 straight finals if you're cakewalking through all of them through the Eastern Conference. And this is no disrespect to LeBron. You know, he's great. He's top 3 all time. He's top 3 all time. But it's just like, I mean, Kobe's facing the Denver Nuggets with Chauncey Billups and Carmelo Anthony. People are asleep on Chauncey Billups because the Pistons went to 5 straight Eastern Conference Finals. And I mean, I know I said what I said about the East, but still,
Chauncey Billups
was the best player on that team.
Chauncey was that guy.
And as soon as he went to Denver, he took Melo to the conference finals, and Melo ain't been back. I'm just saying, Chauncey is that dude.
And
put some respect on Chauncey's name.
You gonna make me go back to Melo, bro?
Don't even.
I'm tell you.
Don't even.
You gonna make me go back to Melo?
Don't even, because LeBron ain't nothing without D-Wade, if you ask me.
So are you trying to say that Dwayne Wade is LeBron's Pippen?
Yeah. But D Wade elevated him.
Dwayne Wade can won a championship without him. So.
And D Wade had already won a title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He already won a title.
I mean, let's put more respect on Dwayne Wade's name also.
Yeah.
Top 3 shooting guard.
Top 3 shooting guard. Yeah. If not top 2.
You gonna say
Wait.
better than Kobe or Jordan?
I'm sorry. Top 3.
Okay.
Top 3.
Man, but Wade's a beast.
Yeah, Wade's definitely a beast.
Killer.
But I wouldn't say that I'm unimpressed with his championships, but I do want to see what he would do in the West.
And then it's like, so many people are winning championships while he's doing... Like, when Kobe wasn't winning championships, Duncan was winning championships.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
LeBron not winning championship, Dirk get one. Kawhi gets 2. KD gets 2. Curry gets 3. Like, you got multiple people that's like getting multiple championships in your era of dominance. Nah, kid.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, LeBron, you're a killer. But after you left Cleveland, that point on, there's no excuse for any of those seasons. I'm sorry. It's just not. Like, people can say, like, he didn't have help here or he didn't have help there. Like, I don't want to hear it because the teams were literally built just for him.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear he doesn't have this superstar, that superstar. Shouldn't matter. You're the best player in the world. You're the best player on the team. You're the leader of the team. These players are literally built just for you.
Yeah.
You got the keys to the car. You was driving, and you did your thing. You did your thing, but somehow you
just
came up short.
He just didn't close the deal.
I'm just saying it didn't happen with Jordan. It didn't happen with Kobe.
Kobe came up short once, well, twice. And that was versus the Pistons and then the Lakers.
The Celtics.
Huh? I mean, the Celtics. Oh my God, I say something stupid every episode.
Can't go against himself.
Right. Oh my God, bro. Oh man. But
So, I mean, LeBron has had a phenomenal career, but I honestly would love to have seen his career in a different era.
yeah, kind of like at the beginning of maybe Kobe's era.
Because when LeBron was in Kobe's era, LeBron won't win it.
No.
It's just facts.
No. But LeBron was definitely on his come up.
He's on the come up.
2007 was definitely one of my favorite years for LeBron.
But 2009, it should have been Kobe versus
LeBron. There's no excuse for
Matter of
that.
fact, you can say that from 08 to 2010, it should have been Kobe versus LeBron
It should
every
have
year.
been. It should have been.
It should have been every single year.
It should have been.
Kobe was there.
Yeah. But you came up short. And RIP to Kobe, bro.
But I don't want to sound like LeBron basher or hater because, like, the dude, he's done great things, yo.
Yeah, he's done great things. You can't deny.
Can't deny any of it.
You can't deny his greatness.
It's just like, a different era.
Yeah.
I grew up in a different era, which is crazy to say because I'm not that old. But I did. The NBA I remember, different.
A lot different, man. But you know, it'll probably evolve again.
Certainly.
It's gonna evolve.
It's always
again.
gonna. There'll be another dominant center at some point.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see that. I don't know who it'll be, but I'm ready to see that. But yeah, man, that's it for today.
That's it for today, man. That's fun to do.
That was real fun.
Talk a little stuff, you know. It's good times.
Yeah, man, we definitely gonna have a fun filming the next episode for you guys. Make sure you follow us on our Instagrams, KV McKinley.
Daryl.
Yeah, man. And tune in to the next episode of K&DSPORTS.
Peace.